And this is our Women in Alignment Wednesday. And when we talk about things that are empowering women. And for those of you guys who are coming in, again, I am Shannon. I am the co-founder of For Humanities and the founder of Survive and Thrive Cancer Recovery. And we are here to talk to you about, again, being in alignment. Now, of course, as you know, that we all at times will be out of alignment and we can get out of alignment. Usually it happens because either we, one, don't have anything set and wrote down, or we're kind of like going sort of haphazardly where we're not necessarily writing things down or sticking to a plan. And that's usually how it works. We sometimes think we do. And, I'm just speaking for myself. Sometimes we think we have like a plan and we have the things that we're thinking about in our heads. But as we know, we don't write it down and we're not planning the day. So being in alignment starts with there. And I speak on this it's been several years now since we've talked about it, and we talk about it on Wednesdays. So this is your opportunity to share and talk about being in alignment. What are things that you do to keep yourself in alignment? And let's start with being in alignment, what that means as far as what I'm interpreting it and saying that it means for me and in this context. So being in alignment is, one, using and looking at a SWOT analysis, and that's the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Now, when you are, in line with those things, those are the key points that will keep you in alignment. So when you look at the first one, which is strengths, strengths are something that everyone has. Everyone has a strength, regardless to if you strengthen it or not, or use it. But we do have a strength. And hi, Penny Lowe, how you doing? I miss you since yesterday. Or whatever day it was. Girl, it's Wednesday, huh? But that's okay. Hi, how are you doing? Thank you for coming on Twitter. So for those of you guys who are watching on Twitter, be sure that you pop in and say hi, or if you see or you share and let everybody else know about what we're doing up in here. So thank you, Penny Lowe, for coming. So we're talking about being in alignment, and we started with strengths and understanding that everyone has a strength. We just need to, go in there and find it and bring it out and exercise it and utilize it in those things so that it can be strengthened. So when you think about those strengths, we are looking at it in the sense of we know what they are, we've maximized them, we've done the things that we need to do in order to keep them up and going. So those are the things that we are looking at. Oh, that's so weird how they pop in like that. Hi, Facebook user. I think that's Maisha. Let's see. Maisha. So I have to use my phone in order to know like who's in here and who's in the building. Because if you're not on Twitter or something, it doesn't really show me your name, except if you're on the apps. Hi, Deborah. How you doing? Oh, hey, JL. Hey, friend. We need to meet. I know we're talking about getting in alignment, and I was listening to your broadcast yesterday. I was like, amen to that, because I know that is on happens to me a lot. But even if it happens to the best of us, it does. But we got to get ourselves in alignment. We got to kind of reel ourselves back in. And as he said, just sit down somewhere. That was funny. Just sit down, and that's some things that we do have to do, despite the fact that we are servants. And for me, that is what God has called me to do, is to serve and to help. And sometimes, as we know, we can end up serving too much, serving more than what we should. And some things that we need to do get put on the wayside. And I talk about that because I know that. I know where it comes from, and I know what's popping up. And again, it's always, you want to serve, you want to help, you want to support, because you see people at disadvantages. But then sometimes, of course, we know, as I had spoke on the other day, bring yourself and put yourself on your own list. Put yourself on your own appointment sheet. If you have like an automated type of appointment setter like I do, and some of you guys do, put yourself on there. Just schedule yourself an appointment, for one of those evenings. And you have to trick yourself sometime. And if that's a strength that you know that you're going to follow through on the person who has the appointment, then, put yourself on there. Even, okay, look, even if you got to okay, look, I'm going to tell you the inside tip. Have somebody else put you on your own list, but don't put your name on it. So if you are that far, into just serving and helping, like I know I be, have someone else schedule an appointment for you, but put it under one of your aliases, maybe your nickname or something. But put it on there. Put all the stuff on there so that you see it as an appointment with the person on there. And then when your thing pop up and say, hey, you got an appointment, you're like, oh, let me get ready. Because you don't know when they're going to put the appointment. You don't know if it's real or not. Okay, fine. Don't even put your alias on there so that you don't know who it is altogether. Just have someone schedule the appointment for you and put it on your thing and have it go onto your appointment scheduler. So then when the time comes, give yourself a week. Don't push it out too far. Don't be like, okay, I'm going to put myself on my thing for a month from now. No, you too late. Put it on there. And then when you see it as an appointment, you don't know. You're like, hey, this is a client. You're going to have to go and serve. But that appointment is actually for you. It's for you. So that's just a suggestion that I just popped up. It's not even Monday. My Bright Idea is on Wednesday. Okay, so there you go. So My Bright Ideas, that's what I got for you right now. www.mybrightidea.com. And actually, I have that domain name. So when I get my website for that, I'll let y'all know. And it's all about ideas. That's just where it's going to be. So anyway, let's move on. Strengths. Identify those strengths. Know what they are. And then as you identify the strengths, your strengths are going to let you know what your weaknesses are. So the strengths will let you know what the weaknesses are. And you have the strength to be able to support and help the weaknesses. Because what will happen is that we move real quick into the next one. The weaknesses are there and we're going to identify them. And a strength that you have will let you know what those strengths are and what the weaknesses are. The strengths will support the weaknesses, because having the strength to identify your weaknesses is a strength all by itself, because we all have them and we want to be able to identify them so that we are aware of them. Because what you want to do is you want to move on to this next one, which is that opportunity. Those opportunities are going to give someone else the opportunity to help you. Your weaknesses will give someone an opportunity to help you, because that's not what your strong suit. So be open to the opportunities. Like someone, I know there's some things that we need to do for Survive and Thrive. And one of the folks said, hey, how about, because again, I voiced the concern or voiced the statement. So then they said, well, how about we sign up for this appointment task thingy? And I was like, that's a good idea. Go ahead and do it, because you need it. So you need to be able to open up and allow someone else to step in to be able to help in that regard. So again, when you understand your strengths, you identify your weaknesses, and then you give others an opportunity to be able to ward off really quickly the threats. When you have other people a part of that platform, you can block off the threats because you have more people involved. You have a strength-based approach. You have things that you know that you're doing that is supporting the platform or the cause or the movement, whichever one it's going to be. And that is how you want to get yourself in alignment. Being in alignment is about identifying those things and being able to work in your greatness and have people there to support you. So with all of that, I thank y'all for coming. I'm going to get off of here because we're running a tight schedule. over here. So I thank all of you guys for coming in. For those who are going to come in later, thank you guys. Be sure to share. If you need more information, you guys can reach out to me. If you need someone to come and speak, we are open to all speaking opportunities and supporting those and uplifting out of the grasp of poverty. So thank you guys. Y'all have a wonderful Wednesday, and I'll see you guys later on tonight at 7:30 Pacific Standard Time for Women